What's up, guys? I'm in my tree. They're mowing again, which is perfect for this video. And check out my little neighbors here. And there's another one there. Aren't they beautiful? That's the same spot that the spider was in before, and actually I think it's the same one. I think that the bright, look at those colors. Oh, it's so cool. It's funny because she was totally still until I started taping, and then she started moving around, which is cool. But anyway, I'm going to carry you with me while I climb up to my spot because I want to keep going. Oh, ooh, there's another web. This is very interesting because there's definitely a reason that these spider webs are all over the place as I am preparing to record this video today. Hang on one sec. I'm just going to put the camera right there so I can. Alright, whew, that was exciting. Alright, so what I want to talk to you about today is soul alchemy, trial by fire. Oh, I don't know if you guys had an intense weekend, but oh my god. And I can't say that it was bad. It was just so crazy and so super duper challenging. I mean, there were these intense highs and lows. Like, I would have a really weird couple hours where I was irritated and grumpy and just felt like, like popcorn inside. Things just weren't quite right. And then I would have an incredible spiritual awakening where at one point during the evening on Saturday evening, I could see light particles in the air, like actual light particles, and I was seeing all of these shamanistic type shapes emerging out of different natural and man-made structures, and I was aware that I was like peeking into another dimension, and it was just so incredibly mind-blowing and beautiful and intense, but definitely on the beautiful side. And then the next day I was back in the realm of grumpiness and pain and all this other kind of stuff. And so I started to look into it, both through divination methods I have and through intuition and asking guides directly. And what I was told was that we're descending into another trial by fire spot. And if you know anything about ancient alchemy, then you know that what they did was they took different elements. I mean, this is just the scientific part of alchemy I'm talking about. There's a whole other spiritual part of alchemy that isn't in the history books, but I'm just talking about the more commonly known version. And they would heat them and cool them and add stuff to them and, do all this stuff to these elements to transform them from one to another. And that's kind of what's happening right now with our souls as a planetary group on Gaia, is that we're being challenged in these waves. Like, we'll have a wave of rest and relaxation and time to lay back and receive, and then we'll get a wave of test. And I feel like, at least for me, I know that some of you guys are going through this and some of you probably aren't, but now feels like a wave of test, and not even necessarily external things, although those are coming. It's more like an internal trying to find your center among all of these challenges that are arising. So my advice to you, from what I've been told and what seems to work for me, is just approach it as if it is a test. You'll come out the other side. So don't lose faith and think that this is all that's going to happen. Don't start thinking that this is now where you are and you're not going to find your joy again, because you will. And go back to the things work. Go back to deep breathing. Go back to sacred motion. Reaffirm to yourself that you're working on something important here, and that you do have a specific mission and path, and that your bliss does find it for you. And just do all that kind of stuff. Take good care of your body. Use your intuition and your manifestation abilities, because what I've also noticed is that manifestation is up huge. This weekend, I said something that I would like to experience as I was walking down the street in our neighborhood with my sister, and then all of a sudden this little shop pops up that sells exactly what I wanted, and I swear it wasn't there before. You can't prove that, and I'm sure if I were to look on Google it was, but I had never seen it, and she had never seen it. And so that's kind of how these things happen, with magic in the real world. It's just stuff that you never knew was there because it was possibly in another dimension, which is fine because it wasn't in your dimension of consciousness, so it wasn't another dimension. However you wanted to find that. Some of you science-minded people are going to really not like that, but that's how I find it to be true in my own experience. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Just confirmation that you're not alone. This test is happening and it's intense, but also remember, you know, we're here to experience all of human emotion, not only the nice, happy, flowery stuff. And the way that we transform duality into oneness again is by experiencing all of it and being present for all of it, not squashing it down, not denying that it's there, but really allowing ourselves to be conscious and fully aware as it's happening and feeling those emotions. Anyway, hope you have a great week. Go in peace. I'm going to hang out here in my tree a little bit and meditate a little bit more and see what arises. I think some interesting things might happen. Anyway, have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon.